Hi guys, it's Alia here and welcome to my first ever video. That sounds absolutely crazy. But yeah, here we are. So yeah, today I'm going to be giving you a bit of like a makeup, bit of a hair tutorial, all that lovely stuff we love here. And yeah, and I'm going to be telling you just who Alia is, why is she here, like, who am I? So let's get straight into that video. So first, we want to we want to keep the baby hairs away. We don't want them around. So, gotta get your hair stuff ready. Baby hairs are actually just so annoying. They get everywhere, but they look super cute, which is what I don't understand. Okay, so first I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay, Rebound Priming Spray. One of the best primer sprays I have found in my whole entire life. It works such a beauty. I use it for literally everything. It works amazing. So just trust me on this one. It works. So you're just going to check it up, spray it. Make sure you have a fan on hand to dry it out. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking the Rimmel London Match Perfection foundation. One of my favourite foundations. It's super light, but like it can definitely be a full coverage foundation if you wanted it to be. Like it can do both. Get yourself a foundation who can do both. So yeah, I'm just going to be taking this little Ted Baker brush and just spreading that on my face. Just making sure I get a nice even coat. Because you don't want that stuff to be patchy. I say always use little work first and then build up to more, because as soon as you do more you can't take it off. Like, you've got to deal with it then. There is no going back. So always start with little and then add more. So let's get into it. Who am I? Why am I here? I'm here because I just want to, I don't know. Honestly, I could not answer that question. But Anna is someone who's really strong and determined. She's just trying to live her life. She's just trying to get about her day, But she's gonna do it in the best way she possibly can. That's how I would describe me. It's, yeah. We all just want to have a good time. We all just want to live our lives, do what we want, get the careers we want, live the lives we want to live. Don't let anybody stop you, because that's just tragic if they do. Like, it's your life. Live it how you want to be living it. Make sure to put foundation on your neck. Honey, if that's not blended, then everyone's gonna know. Everyone will know the secret that your neck does not match your face colour. Then use any leftover foundation you have on your hand just to go over little bits where there might be like seams or like little dark areas. For me, that's normally my forehead and the like bottom half of my cheeks. So yeah, that's why I tend to put a little bit more, just to make sure I've got that covered. Banging. Foundation is done. Right, so next I'm going to be putting on concealer. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible. I don't know if I can say that word properly. Whoops. Infallible Morning Concealer. It works like crazy. It works. Like, it can conceal all those dark spots. So yeah, just put that where you have dark spots, where you might have blemishes, anywhere you think you need it. I always tend to put some on my nose because it's where, personally, like, I'm constantly itching my nose. I don't know what happens. Something happens and I'm constantly itching my nose, so I know it wears off quicker there. So I always tend to put some there just to try and protect myself for a little bit longer. And then we are just going to take a foundation brush to blend that all in. So this look that I'm showing you guys today is I would not say it's a casual look. I mean, I wear it as a casual look because why not? Live your life. But I definitely think it's more of a go out look. It's very intense, very quickly. You could definitely tone it down so it isn't as intense, but where would the fun in that be? So I would just blend in this in, making sure you get into all those creases. Leave the eyes though. Don't blend that in with a brush. Right, so for the eyes, I personally like to use my fingers because I just think you get a lot closer than you would with a brush, and you can spread it a lot easier, and I think it's just personally better than using a brush, so we're gonna just go in with our hands and rub that in, make sure you get into the corners. Like so, making sure you spread it as much as possible. Make sure not to overwork it though, because then it kind of just rubs off and it's like, you ain't got concealer no more. So next I'm going in with I actually can't see what brand this is, but it says Bacon Finish. Oh, it's Revolution. There you go. Baking powder. Super nice, super light. Just tip some of that into your hand. And you're going to take just a beauty sponge and put that under our eyes. Make sure to like really kind of stamp it to get rid of any creases. It's very hard to get rid of creases though, so don't expect yourself to get rid of them all in the first try, because honey, I still can't. So yeah, we're just spreading it under our eyes and any other place where your makeup tends to rub off quite quickly, because you know it needs to be set. You might look a little bit white now, but once we're done, we won't be. And just a little bit on my cheeks as well. Making sure we are set for like whether you're going out, going to a party, going to like a pub with mates, whatever. You gotta be set, and that starts with a good setting powder. Just really making sure it's all stamped in, and that's that. It's really that simple. So next, we're going into our brows. Everyone has their own way of doing their brows. Yeah, so I can't really give you much advice on that. Everyone has their own way of doing it. My only tip is to make sure like the top bit of like the front bit of your eyebrow is to be not as dark, because otherwise you're going to look like you have sharpie eyebrows, and that's not good for anybody. So I'm using the NYX eyebrow gel. Super nice. It's waterproof as well, which means it's gonna last through the night. Like, this stuff lasts. We're just gonna take a little spoolie, brush those eyebrows, and just dip in. Just do a little bit at a time, you know. Just follow the natural shape of your brows, and you should be fine. There you go, eyebrows. As I say, everyone does them differently. It's like how they suit your face is how you do them. But just stick to the natural shape of your brow and you should be alright. Wipe off any extra of my hands. Honestly, my hand is going to look like I've been battered and bruised by the end of this. Just preparing you. Preparing myself, really. Right, so once we're doing that, we've done that. We're going to get onto our eyes, and to me, eyes are like your main event. That's where people are going to be looking all night. They're going to be looking at your eyes. So you want them to be banging. They need to be popping. So I'm going for a bit of like a, I don't know, a bit of a goldy, bronzy kind of look. Like, you know, get a bit of those Christmas vibes. It's December. We want to get that gold finesse. So I'm mostly going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Absolutely love it. It's amazing. It's a lovely palette. Honestly, Urban Decay, hit me up. They're absolutely amazing. But first we're going to be using the Bourjois Paris, I believe that's how you say it. The eye primer, it's super nice, one of the best eye primers I have ever used. So just put quite a bit of that on your eyelids, because if you don't prime, there's no point doing your eyes. There's no point doing your eyeshadow at all. If you do not prime, there is no point. If you don't have primer, use concealer. But seriously, get yourself a primer. It's gonna be a game changer for you. So we're just rubbing that in with our fingers. Like so. Voila. Alright, so we're going to get into, let's find a brush first. I'm using the Spectrum BO6 brush. It's one of my favourite brushes. Honestly, it can get you through life. I've had this brush for absolute years. It's like one of the first makeup brushes I've ever got in. My god, it works a dream. It works. So the first colour I'm dipping into is the He Devil. Super nice colour. And we're just sort of going into kind of like the crease of your eye. And we're going to just sort of follow the shape of our eye today. We're going to go right down to where the lid would end, or does end. And then we are going to go in with Cayenne. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Say it. We're just going to buff it out a little bit. You know, not too much, just a little bit. when you say the word buffing or blending, it's basically just little circles. That's all it is. If any of you are confused, it's just little circles. That's all it is. Cool. So then, stepping away from the Urban Decay palette, no, it's tragic. We are going to go in to this little Kiko eyeshadow. Kiko is definitely good for high quality products at a cheap price, definitely. So just gonna take a bit of yellow and buff out kind of the edge, just a little bit. We're not really going into the corner of our eyes with this one, it's just the edge we're buffing out. I'm going to go back in with a tiny bit of cayenne, but more in the crease, just to make it a little bit darker. Like so. And then we're going to cut crease. Madness. I know. We're going to cut crease with the same concealer that we've been using. And then we're going to use another Kiko eyeshadow. Yeah, it is bright gold. I love it. It's honestly fantastic. Yeah, so we're just going to put a little bit of concealer on the back of our hand. Just a little bit. We don't need too much because it's not going to be like a very harsh cut crease. It's just there. Like, you know it's there. And we're just going to take a concealer brush to do this. Let me just find another eyeshadow brush. Honestly, I have way too many brushes. Let's use this one. So we're just going to cut crease. So you just dump it on that concealer, following the shape of your eye, and then kind of dragging it out a little bit to get it spread out. Just want a little cut crease like this, and then we're going to fit it in with the gold. And it's going to stick to the concealer, which is what we want because we don't want that cut crease budging. Like so. Do the same for the other eye. Taking out some concealer, stamping it onto your eye, and dragging it across. When cutting creases, I like to use an angle brush just to make sure it follows the line of which you've like cut your crease. Like so. Look at that. Perfect. So, next thing we are going to do, we are going to add a little bit of a darker colour onto the, not the outside of your eye, but like in the outside corner. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's where it's going. So I'm going to take a bit of On Fuego, using the same spectrum brush. It's great, literally does everything, and we're just going to buff that into the gold. We want all this to be like nice and easy and breezy, but like still, oh damn, her eyeshadow looking fabulous. That's what we want. And then we're going to take a tiny bit of ashes and just put it along the bottom. Dragging it across a little bit to kind of give it kind of like an ombre look, or like a gradient kind of look, however you want to see that. But it's what we're doing. Like so. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Right, and then we're going to take a slightly smaller brush. I use these Ted Baker eyeshadow brushes because they are a lot smaller and they're kind of like a square shape, but like a rounded square shape. That's how I describe it, which is great for putting eyeshadow underneath your eye. Yeah, we're going to go in with a little bit of Heat Devil, just a tiny little bit. Put it under your eye. Mix it up. Honestly, there is always one eye that is going to be better than the other. There's like no avoiding it. It just happens. There's always going to be one that is a bit better than the other. Now, don't do too much. Then we're going to go in for a little bit of cayenne, just a little bit, just to round it out that little bit. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of sauce, just to blend it all out. And that is pretty much our eyes done. I know. We're going to come back to them a little bit later, but right now we're going to move on to the rest of our face. It's going to look fab. So let's do it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is contour. I am using the Rimmel London Insta Duo Contour Stick. This one is pretty great. It's also kind of like shiny, which I think is really important because, you know, you just want to shine in life, in your makeup, in everything that you do. You've got to shine, you've got to sparkle, you've got to shimmer. And that's why I love this contour stick. So we're just going to start by taking the contour side. Make sure we're going to do like cheeks, head, nose and neck. It's basically all you need to contour. That's just the basics of contouring. So we're going, make sure you got to do your little fish pout when you do it, you know. If you don't do that fish pout, you're going to get it wrong. And then we're just going to do some little lines around our forehead, just to make sure we're covering it all. Just be really light with the contour stick because they do break easily. I'm not gonna lie, this one's broken. I've literally broken the highlight stick within about 2 seconds that I got it. Maybe that's just me being clumsy. Probably. And then we're going to do our jawline as well because, you know, you need that chiseled jawline to look peng. So I'm just do this on both sides, making sure you go kind of into your chin a little bit, you know. And then we're going to do a little bit down the side of our nose. Add a little bit on top of our nose here. Kind of looks like you've got a H on your nose. It's what we do. And then down our neck as well. Just do a little bit to make it all blended in. And then anywhere there might be like a little gap. That is the basics of contouring. We don't leave it like this, by the way. We blend it out, but next you're going to get your highlight stick, the other end of it. And yeah, we're just going to kind of put it in the spaces where we didn't put anything. So like in between here, on both sides, on your chin, on the end of your nose, and here, on your cheeks, and then up here as well. It does not matter if it looks rough or anything. Now it's all going to be blended out in literally a few seconds, and we're going to look, our cheekbones are going to look snatched. That's how we're going to look. So I'm just using a round brush to blend. This one I believe was from Primark. Literally, you can find some proper bargain things in Primark, or any shop really, Boots, whatever. You can find some proper banging things for such cheap prices. Not everything has to be big brands, because it really doesn't. So we're just going to blend it in. It doesn't matter too much if you lose the line or anything from your cheekbones or wherever, because we can sort that out. There is almost nothing in makeup which can't be sorted, which can't be fixed. There's probably a few things that, if it goes wrong, you just got to start again, or you got to deal with it. But most things you can fix. So we're just rubbing that in, blending it all together. With contour as well, don't be afraid to feel like you're overworking it, because there's no such thing. There really isn't when you're blending with contour. The more blended it is, the less tanned you look, probably the better. So don't be afraid to feel like you're blending it too much, because truth is you're not. You're really not. And then when you get to this area, just drag it down. Don't be afraid to move around different lights just to make sure it is all blended. Because if there's one bit that isn't blended, it's the one bit you're gonna notice. And then everyone else will also notice. And then you'll be like, oh damn, it ain't blended. Now that we've contoured, next thing we're going to do is just cut these cheekbones a little bit more. There's no such thing as overcutting the cheekbones. I'm telling you that now. Honey, if they look snatched, that's all you're going to need in life. Trust me. So I'm just going to be taking the Collection Prime and Ready Illuminating Setting Powder. Yeah. And just a little beauty sponge. I'm just going to dip that in. You got to make your fish pout for this. I'm just dragging it along that line. Just make it look a bit more liney. That's the best I can describe it. And that's pretty much that. That's you just cutting your cheeks. That's a very weird sentence. Okay, so next thing we are going to do is highlight. Probably the bane of my existence is highlight. So we are using the Mega Honey highlighter illuminator. Super nice. It just looks, just look at that. It just looks so, kind of looks like a planet. I love it. Okay, and we're just gonna take a small concealer brush, if I can find one, and put that in the corner of our eyes. Make sure with any eyeshadow, use a highlighter that matches the colour of your eyeshadow. Because like, you can't have a gold highlighter with like purple eyeshadow. It's just not gonna work. So we're just doing it on the corner of our eyes, and we're gonna highlight that brow bone as well, just to make those brows look a bit better. Even though they're already looking fabulous, we just need them to be that bit better. And then we're going to take a big old fan brush and go to town. So we're just going to do it on our cheekbones primarily. That's where, you know, your highlighter needs to be. If it would actually get on the brush. So we're just gonna go like this, you know. Enjoy it. Enjoy the highlighting process, because it's a fabulous process. Like, highlighter just makes you feel like a disco ball. That's how I feel when I'm doing my highlighter. It's a disco ball. Like, I feel so like sparkly. And there is no such thing as too much highlighter. Honestly, highlighter, just, it belongs everywhere. So once you have done your cheekbones, we are going to do a little bit on our nose, just to make that shine a little bit on our top lip, like so, and then a little bit on our forehead as well, just to, you know, even out the shine a little bit, just a very light little bit, like so. Look at that, gorgeous. Alright, so the next thing, we are coming so close to the end of this makeup. It's actually a little bit upsetting. We're gonna do mascara. Don't sneeze whilst you're doing your mascara. It's my only advice. Do not sneeze, because whenever I sneeze, I literally just start crying. Because there's just black everywhere. Black mascara everywhere. It's not a good look. But I'm using the L'Oreal Paris False Lash Wing. It is a lovely highlighter. I absolutely love the wand. It just, look at that. That is just gorgeous. So I can't really tell you how to put on mascara. You literally just brush it on your eyelashes. If you don't know that, go back to preschool. That's all I can say. Whenever I'm like doing my lashes, I always feel like it's like a bubble blower or something. That's really weird, isn't it? I'm aware. Okay, but we aren't done here for mascara. Oh no, we are going to add some glitter mascara, because if you haven't already got enough glitter, enough shine, enough shimmer, whatever you want to call it, on your face, this is what's going to do it. So, just comes like this, like a little wand. Well, of course it's a little wand, it's mascara. And I'm just going to put it just kind of on the ends of our lashes. We don't want too much of it. We don't want it falling into our eyes. Because trust me, it's painful. Don't do it. Just little bits Make them sparkle. Make sure you try and get every single lash. We don't want any of them feeling left out. And if any of your lashes clump together, just get a clean spoolie and like separate them. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Now before we do anything else, I just like to fan my eyelashes a bit. Just dry them out so they don't have any time to smudge or do whatever they want to do, to transfer, whatever you want to call it. We ain't gonna let that happen. Not today. I'm not gonna let that happen. So just dry them out using a fan. Should be love. I mean, come on. It's looking pretty bangers. So next is the last thing, not the last thing, the second from last thing we gotta do is lips. I'm using the Smashbox Vlada. I'm assuming that's how you say it. Liquid lip. It's an absolutely gorgeous rose gold colour. It's just divine. It's so like metallic-y and shimmery. It just goes with this look so much. I absolutely love it. So once again, if you don't know how to put lipstick on, go back to preschool or play school. One of the two. Because, honey, if you don't know this, I'm guessing you don't know much. Look at that. You cannot tell me that that is not gorgeous. So, the last thing we got to do with our face is say it all. This is the moment. This is the moment we all work up to in our makeup layers. So I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. It works wonders. Literally anything Urban Decay will work wonders. It is absolutely amazing. Definitely worth buying. That's for sure. My makeup will not move for like days. That's how good it is. So just like the priming spray, we're just going to spray it. Try and get all of our face and fan it. And ta-da! That's our face done. Don't you just think that looks gorgeous? Like, just look at that. The eyeshadow is like giving me feels. It's giving me feels. It is absolutely gorgeous and stunning. So I'm going to go do my hair off camera. Yeah, and I'll see you in a bit. I've just finished doing my hair. We've got some major Ariana Grande vibes going on right now. That just look at this. Just appreciate this for a second. Like, these are some Ariana Grande limps right here. So yeah, I basically just did this by sectioning off this part of my hair and putting it all into a really nice, kind of tight, but kind of messy sort of ponytail. A nice medium is always nice. Yeah, and then I just pin this bit back and put a little bit of hair around the hair bubbles just to hide it and make it just look a little bit more sleek. Yeah, and this is the end result. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you want to see more, because I ain't gonna stop making them. Yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that lovely stuff we absolutely love. I appreciate everyone watching. everyone who subscribes, everyone who likes, everyone who just exists. I appreciate everyone, you know. We're just here. We live in. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. It's still weird that this is the first ever video, but thank you for watching. I hope you watch many more. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is Alia doing her best.